twerk videos.
You gotta get your cool on. What's up, beautiful people? This is Games Music Life Podcast, episode 3. I'm your residential gamer, Nadir.
This is Kev. Yo, we definitely 83. You
83.
said 3.
Oh, 83. Okay, I'm sorry. 83. We still close.
I like
There you
3.
go.
Shout out to Chance the Rapper.
Always.
I don't know what that 3 means with that nigga anyway. But it's your boy, K. Caden Lamar.
Cool man on the end here, man. This is the cool guy here. You recognize him from the Biggie debate we had that me and Sean bodied these two in.
Psych.
But
Alternative facts.
All the way.
Fake news.
We are here today. Yeah, definitely. Welcome, man. Welcome. So we got some family here. We'll see what's going on with everybody today. Thanks for rocking with us once again. Thanks for everybody who commented last week's show. Keep sending your questions in. And definitely, we'll answer them. We definitely gonna have some questions for this guy down here because I got a feeling he's gonna go there with us today. But we're gonna start like we always do. What have we been playing? I have not been playing a daggone thing other than a little bit of 2K, a little bit of River City Ransom. I got that for the PC. I found a remake for that. It was on Nintendo. I'm gonna put it up, man. It's a good game.
Okay.
But other than that, that's it, man.
Yeah, I ain't been playing that, man. Got a little bit of that 2K, but that's pretty much dead now. Mm-hmm. All the challenges, all that stuff is over with, man. Mm-hmm. Was playing Fallout 4. That got boring, man. Gaming pretty much dead right now. I'm waiting on something new to come out.
I didn't even know. Did they shut the servers down?
No, I mean the server's still up, bro. You can still get to work, but you know
I'm just saying
the excitement is gone.
In a while because I haven't found a decent competitor.
That's what I'm talking about. Let's get into this, man.
So
listen, weeks and weeks that went on. Kevin he beat me. He beat the Deserter when he used to play, but. So come to find out, you're not the king of GML.
Oh no, I absolutely am the king, bro. I don't know what this guy's talking about.
I'm not even a gamer either, man. I just be falling into these dubs. I just be slipping and falling into these dubs.
You so silly, bro. You so silly, man.
I love it,
man. I just ain't beat you in a while, so I can understand why you don't remember or you try to put it out your mind, bro. That makes sense. But I'll refresh your memory. It's nothing.
You just said the server's still up, so
the servers are still up, bro.
It's applesauce.
Whenever you ready, bro.
We gotta get it
up. Whenever you ready, bro.
We gotta get a game. Y'all get it recorded and put it up on the channel for real.
Right.
Yeah, man.
See who's the winner here. Because from what I've been hearing, Kevin, kind of been getting in there.
No, I'm the boogeyman. I don't know what he talking about, and you couldn't make it
past
to have it.
So we're not talking about me right now, okay? You gotta listen. Hurt people. So I'm gonna let this out. I'm gonna root for him, man.
Man, you ain't asking when he got that win. Because I don't remember when he got a win last.
It don't make no difference.
2K is 2K, right?
Yeah, y'all talking about.
There we go. I mean, that's good.
What people been playing, man. I'm going to tell you straight up. I've been playing. I just got the trial for PlayStation Now. Mm-hmm. Honestly, I'm kind of disappointed. But it is a good look still. You know what I mean? They do pay homage to a few of the great games. You got your God of War on there and stuff. But what I've been playing is Miss Pac-Man.
Really?
Okay. I mean? You took it all the way back.
Yeah.
Bro, Miss Pac-Man been going so hard for me lately. Also Injustice 2.
Okay.
That's been fire. Story mode went by pretty quickly, but
how was it?
It was dope, man. It was dope. I can't be mad at it. I'm a Mortal Kombat fan, so obviously I would have liked a bit more gore or something like that, but we talking superheroes and big franchises that haven't taken those risks. But overall, man, a really solid game. I think NetherRealm Studios is doing
they got the push.
Step it up. Yeah. Bro, hold on. I need you to bring that back, bro. What's wrong with PlayStation Now? Because I ain't checked it out. But what's your beef with it?
Really, it's just I feel like the really, really good games aren't on there. I see a lot of games that I never heard of.
Right.
I haven't gotten a chance to check them out, but they have a row on there that's supposedly the greatest hits, and I didn't see them all on there.
They wasn't hit around here.
Yeah, it wasn't all of them, but they did have a few solid joints on there. But overall, man, I was pretty disappointed.
So they finessing.
Yeah, finessing.
That's the thing, man. It goes to what we've been talking about week after week. It's like gaming doesn't have anything new to bring us back. Like you playing Miss Pac-Man. I'm playing a game that was a Nintendo remake, not a Super Nintendo, a Nintendo remake. And it's like nothing has anybody's interest right now. All we're doing is remakes, and it's like nothing's new that's catching anybody's attention.
Yeah. I feel like a part of that too is the fact that the gaming community has kind of moved to Hollywood. People don't necessarily want to play these games, but we want to see them on the big screen. So you're seeing a lot of things transitioning to Netflix and transitioning into mini movies and big screen movies.
Yeah, I feel you on that.
You know what I mean? I just saw a big. I haven't gotten a chance to run by it, but I did see a Castlevania joint on Netflix that I was pretty excited about.
The cartoon, right?
Yeah,
I haven't watched it. I saw that too.
Man, I'm gonna need some good games, bro. They need to step it up. ASAP.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
Or else people gonna keep going, man. So listen, NBA Live demo, NBA Live 18. I'm sorry, demo was announced August 11th. Is this year NBA Live returns to relevance? No, it's not. Like, keep it all the way real. Like Live was at this point 2 years in a row, and they canceled it at the last minute. I'm happy to see some competition for 2K, but 2K looks better this year.
I mean, I feel like they took a break. They should be putting a good product on the floor. I'm excited to check out this demo to see exactly what it is. You know
that's
what I'm
my feeling. I want to go out on a limb and jump out the window and say, I have faith in this release, but I was actually one of the last people to convert to the 2K franchise because I was really hanging out there for Live, and they really let me down. And then they came back. They had a nice campaign. But the product didn't live up to the hype. And
I want to be loyal to Live, though. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's where it all started for me, bro.
I want to,
you
too.
know,
Everybody do. I remember playing on the Genesis, man. It was definitely the game to play.
It was.
It had everything. That game was, that caused a lot of arguments in my house, too, with friends playing that one. But, for them to just bring a game from production to ready to go out, and then they just cancel at the last minute 2 years in a row. They got a lot of people to get over with. And plus, 2K's been a juggernaut for the last 10 years.
It has, but you know what, man? When you have a good game for so long, that's when you get, you know what I'm saying? You get sleepy, get complacent.
That's true.
So I'm excited for this demo.
Absolutely.
I want to see what they're talking about.
Exactly.
Absolutely.
And one thing I think, you have to take into consideration is 2K in a sense has it sewed up with the contracts that they have with certain, you know what I mean, collaborators on the product. So I'm interested in seeing what Live is going to do to kind of combat that aspect of the game. Yeah. They obviously can't have inside the NBA, but who would they have to compete with that? You know what I mean? What do you guys think would be a good suggestion?
Because 2K, do they still have ESPN? I don't think they do.
I don't think
they
do.
have
TNT.
TNT. Okay,
Yeah,
so
TNT.
Live can have ESPN. Have that aspect of it. I mean, kind of come in and get that, that bag. But I don't know. Any competition is good competition because at the end, gamers, we win in the end if they, having good competition.
Yeah, that's a fact.
All right, man. So next thing, motion capture was starting for GTA 6, so they're starting the production on that.
Let's go, baby.
That's gonna be the game. I know I didn't even play it. I know Kev, you played a lot of it.
Yeah.
Kev, you play?
I still haven't. My son accidentally bought it off the PlayStation Store. I still have yet to install it.
That wasn't no accident, G.
Right, yeah. He somehow knew that's what he
bought the
did.
most popular game at the time, right?
Hey, perfect placement on the store, I'm assuming. Obviously, needless to say, my credit card is no longer linked.
I know that's right, yeah. And that's such a humbling feeling, though. I remember the wife had a daycare kid over, and I'm downstairs playing a game. I get an alert, like, doo-doo-doo, doo-doo-doo. Like, he bought like 3 games. I left the game upstairs for the daycare kid to play. Never again.
And PlayStation will give you a hard time about that,
Oh, absolutely.
man.
Giving them back, yes.
I actually didn't know that he had done it at first, so I called PNC, and I made a fraud claim. And when I did that, PlayStation wasn't having it, so they shut down my whole everything. So any add-ons I had, like all the extra characters I had bought on Mortal Kombat, I couldn't access them. And they were really giving me a hard time about getting my access back, man, over that. So if you got kids out there, you better unlink your credit card.
Man, that's a humbling feeling, too.
That was off top, bro. I just couldn't stand them renewing my games with gold or that PlayStation Plus, bro. I'd be tight, bro. Look up $50 out of there, bro, y'all on control. Right, that's how you feel it. I wasn't even playing no long player. You ain't even gonna ask, is you? Okay.
Right. It's so demoralizing. You get in there and you see that debit. Like, hold on, what is this? You see Microsoft Corporation, or Sony Corporation.
I've never seen the Microsoft one, man.
Well, you should see that one. You should.
I can't, man.
Oh man, I gotta
dodge the bullet over there.
I gotta get some Microsoft love in here, man.
Hey, shout out to Windows. Shout out to Windows.
Hey, but so 007, me and Kev was on this the other day. And I don't know if, Kay, did you play GoldenEye coming up on N64?
Absolutely,
man.
That might be the GOAT game. One of the top 10, like as far as ranking wise. That's one of them. Because that one was that was the first party game, I think, though. Because everyone was 4-player. I played it in college. We all played it.
Shout out to Nintendo 64 for really doing that, making the multiplayer aspect was really easy.
They kind of kicked off that multiplayer first-person shooter realm, bro. Like they made a way for Call of Duty, Destiny, Halo, all those kind of games to really thrive. But
they also had, remember, they had the best wrestling games.
They did. That's fact.
The wrestling game that was on N64,
goodness.
That was it right there, man. I think something like that'll mess around and bring everybody back into the house, man. I think that's kind of what's wrong with gaming too, though, is online gaming got people kind of lazy, and people forgot how to play by themselves. So it got to be like, and then now it gets old to play with people. So I don't know, man. Maybe having in-home gaming might be the best thing, right now. Bring that back.
Online is where it's at, bro. But
online is good.
I still haven't really become an avid online gamer, man. I can probably count on my hands how many times I've played online.
Man, you got to get on that duty, bro. When that Call of Duty drop, man, I'm gonna expect you on there, bro. You gotta tuck it with me, Nard, Mo, bro, and
I'm
you be
purchase
all about
it, man. Y'all gotta stay on me about that, because when it comes to these games, like I said, man, I like these old school games. I just got this joint off Amazon that plays Sega, Genesis, and Super Nintendo games on one console.
Nice.
I've been on that. I just was playing Beavis and Butthead.
Them was some hard games.
Yeah, we
too.
going back, man.
Yeah. I love retro games. So you speaking on my alley with that one. All right, man. It's another game that's kind of been lost is boxing. So you got UFC, the big push on UFC that came out. And then we got, Fight Night, which used to be a big franchise that was out before.
Oh, my goodness. I used to love it.
Absolutely. I loved them as well. But, UFC kind of pushed boxing aside. Like, the casual boxing fan is kind of gone. I think, and we talked about it before, I think the heavyweight division being whacked is another reason why it's been down.
That hurts.
Absolutely, man. So, as far as boxing, is it having a resurgence right now, or is it just, just popular?
I don't know why they dropped off of Fight Night, bro. Like, can anybody answer that question for me? Why did they stop making Fight Night?
EA, what's up, man?
Or something.
I mean, contract with who?
I don't know.
2K Sports. I hope y'all listening, man.
Right.
Come on.
It's time.
Get Fight Night.
Yeah, a boxing game is needed, though. Like, I remember people would shut down. People weren't even gamers. They would play boxing games.
Oh, my goodness, man. Fight Night definitely was one of those games that you could have in the party, and it's not too long before you got to pass the controller, you know what I mean?
Humbling,
the
too.
Trash talking gets intense.
Yeah,
absolutely.
You know what I mean? And I feel like if the question is boxing having a resurgence, I think it is safe to say it is. Since Floyd Mayweather has retired, we've seen a lot of new talents, coming up. I'm a big fan of Canelo.
Okay.
Triple G, Deontay Wilder, man. I can't wait to see this guy in the champ. Go ahead.
So you got to school me on these, because I'll be honest with you. Since Tyson retired or got out of there, I haven't watched boxing really. I mean, I get hyped for the fights that come, but I don't be knowing any of these guys.
The heavyweight division, man, it's
non-existent, bro.
Hey,
they got to step it up, man. We need a champ out there.
If you really haven't seen Deontay Wilder, you know what I mean. He's looking good, man. He's looking like somebody who can really be the face of boxing.
Okay. I hope so.
He has that. He has the bravado. You know what I mean. I feel like he can bring it back. And then, obviously, when we got so many more eyes on the sport as a whole, with the whole Conor Floyd fiasco going on.
Yeah, it is a fiasco. What's your thoughts on that, Kay?
I wish I could get a percentage, man.
Don't we all, bro?
But that's the only thing that's really, to me, it seems like the good thing about it is it's gonna make him some money.
Yeah, I think Floyd gonna get in there embarrassing.
Exactly. Do you really think his dude got a shot though?
I don't.
He got a
I don't
chance.
think he has a shot, man. And that's with respect to Conor. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't even think the dude's trash. I'm actually a Conor McGregor fan.
Yeah.
Because I'm a huge fan of trash talking, man.
No.
On any level.
We grew up on Ric Flair, man. How could you not like? Yeah, we grew up on that.
Man, I'm telling you, we could be playing hide and seek. I'm gonna find a way to talk trash, bro. But bro, I'm telling you, man.
Man, you think about it like
this. Connor's he's legit, man. He ain't no hoe, but
professional boxers couldn't even put hands on Floyd though. Like what's Conor gonna do? Yeah, he'll get out there, get outclassed more than anything.
Yeah, it's gonna be bad, but he gonna get beat all the way to the bank vault.
yeah, that's for sure. That's for sure.
Absolutely. So, yo, man, this is week 12. The Switch is dead, man. I mean, I didn't even want to really build up anything on this.
Nah, bro. Like, it's riding. It's riding, man. Zabari, man.
I was say, go ahead and bury him, because we did just show Nintendo some love with the 64 love.
We did.
Hey, that mini 64, bro, gonna outsell the Switch.
It is.
Once again, SNES Classic or Mini already outselling the Switch, and they ain't even on pre-orders yet. Already about to outsell the Switch, bro. That's all anybody want from Nintendo anymore. First of all, Switch ain't got no games.
None.
That Splatoon 2 came, and nobody's talking about it at all.
Listen,
it's already over
I don't
with.
even understand Splatoon.
I don't know what it is.
Seriously, I watch it. It looks good. It looks pretty, but I don't understand
I'm not gonna even sit here and act like I know what that is.
Yeah, exactly, bro. It don't matter. You ain't missing nothing. You're not missing anything.
You're not. I saw like a boss fight. I thought it was just multiplayer.
Yeah, I didn't. What bosses?
I don't even.
All right.
I don't know. And I
don't
consider
know.
myself a huge gamer, but
Zabari, man, you let us know what's going on with that Switch.
Yeah.
Oh, I think just to revisit the previous conversation as to what do we need to do to get gaming back. One thing they need to do is, like you were saying, we need more remakes, man. Like, could you imagine a Streets of Rage on PlayStation 4?
Hey, it'd be on time. It'd be on time.
That'd be love. But that's why I think they need to just
classics.
pry on our nostalgia. Zelda came out, everybody flocked to it because it pried on nostalgia. It was a good game. Just make a good game with a good premise, man. People will buy it.
Right.
You know, I think people will definitely get into it. But hey, that's it for gaming. Switch is done, dead, week 12. Listen, that's 12 weeks that we didn't gave y'all. And I need somebody has yet to come in our comments and say why.
I'm keeping it going, bro. I've been saying Switch is dead a year before it came out. So I'm going to keep reminding y'all that Switch is dead until the end of the catalog.
If anything, Nintendo, bring out something so just prove
Switch
this guy right
dead
now,
until
man.
Hov says so.
Hey, man, Hov probably don't even know it came out, man.
Right.
So all right, let's know it's
The
dead.
Switch is on a bonus track on that 444.
No doubt, man. So listen, so that's it for gaming. So let's get into these sports, man. So the Ravens have announced that they're not going to sign Kaepernick. But here's the weird thing about it. So the players and the coaches all say they want him a part of the team, but the owner doesn't want him a part of the team, so he's blocking the signing.
That's the rumor.
That's the rumor. Now, the latest thing I saw on Twitter before we even went live was the owners and them came out and said that it was fake. They didn't nix it, that he wasn't part of it. But of course he's going to say that now.
Right, that's what you're supposed to say.
I want to know, in the Ravens organization, who let this get out? You know, who let this get out that the owner was not going to sign him?
I just feel like, man, like it's disrespectful that Colin Kaepernick don't have a job in the NFL right now.
Man,
somebody need to pick him up.
They were thinking about picking up a World League player, quarterback, over him.
What are the Browns thinking about right now?
Don't go to the Browns.
I'm saying,
are we acting surprised though?
No. I mean, that's the thing about it, which is the hardest part about it is I'm not surprised.
It's that cold reality, man.
Yeah.
So sometimes you gotta look that in the face, and it's crazy. You know what I mean? We see stuff on the daily basis on our level, but when you see something that's done so bluntly, you know, with no regard in front of millions, you know what I mean? This isn't some back alley transaction. Like, the world can see this happening, and they don't. You know what I mean? It still doesn't matter.
But, and you can't deny it that it's, you know what I'm saying? It's not like it's a lack of talent, bro.
Right.
Like, everybody know what it's about, and, like, that's what makes it so sad.
Right.
So I don't understand what's going on here. Like, nobody's going to take a chance on this guy. I mean, you can kill somebody in the NFL, and they'll give you another chance.
Speaking of kill somebody, that's what's pissing me off, too. Because Ray Lewis got on, and I'm glad Shannon Sharp put him in his place, too.
Yeah.
Which at first I was worried about Shannon being on TV, but I'm telling you, Shannon,
my guy, man.
Right, he's become my guy, too, man. And he put Ray in his place. And Ray Lewis, one of my favorite players of all time. He sounded like a straight buffoon on there talking about what Colin needed to do, and Colin just tweeted like, "Yo, I didn't kill anybody."
Right.
So you can sit down, which is true, Ray. You did kill a man. You won a Super Bowl, and we forgot all about that. But he did kill a dude. Well, his boy killed somebody. He raced him away. But regardless of the fact, he was on trial for murder. It's just silly, man. Like it's blatant, and that's the thing about it that's so mind-boggling at this point. It's like it's so in our face, and it's like you're not even trying to hide it at this point. It's, it's so blatant. But
and then what was that? They said that ratings were down in the NFL because of the protests.
Man,
what?
Did you hear the real numbers on that though?
Man, ratings were down because they got to put a better
product on the field. Exactly,
man. And then at the same time, it's in this day and age, it's a lot easier to watch games that are unaccounted for, man.
Absolutely,
there's a lot of people watching stuff for free out here.
Absolutely. We better enjoy football while we can, bro. I'm gonna tell you, football ain't gonna be around in a couple of years.
Hey, man, them CTE studies,
yes.
You're right about that.
CTE, and then the fact these guys don't make any money. You know, a lot of these guys go and they try to be, announcers and stuff like that. You see Dick Butkus and all the old coaches and old players on there. They're doing that because they have to.
Yeah.
Unless you're a player like Chad Johnson who can reinvent yourself and kind of get into the public eye and make money that way. A lot of these guys don't even be making, but to have money like that, man.
Yeah, man, it's a tough, cold world out here, bro.
Absolutely, and you could have your brain be like oatmeal. So,
man,
hey,
it's foul.
Yeah.
Well, it's only so foul. I mean, they do get compensated.
Yeah, they do. But you know that these guys are out here. I mean, shoot, think about it. Junior Seau killed himself, but saved his brains because he knew something was wrong with him. You know what I mean? Like, these guys are they're going through some stuff, man. Walking around in pain all the time. To the point where they're wanting the union to legalize weed just because they don't want to be addicted to the pills. So then you get addicted to the pills and you're trying to mask the pain. It's an ongoing circle, and these guys never get out of that circle.
Yeah.
Right? It's sad, but I think as long as they keep putting a product out there on Sundays and I can dip my wings and tell my wife I don't want to go to church and watch football, it makes it okay.
Cold-blooded.
It makes it okay. It's entertainment for you. These guys turn their bodies into human weapons. And humans are evolving, yo. Like, I mean, even like guys are getting faster and stronger. If you're not a quarterback, I don't know, man. I'm glad my son stopped playing.
Right. Right.
You know, and to the point where other football players say that too. Like they're happy their kids stopped playing. So it is what it is, man. So basketball. So Melo no longer interested in going to the Cavs due to the Kyrie situation. He's talking now, which Melo has been kind of quiet. But what y'all think about that, man?
I feel like, man, that's telling of what LeBron is going to do after next year. I believe that he's posturing this as, I don't want to go because the Kyrie fiasco. But that let me know. Bron probably already got on the horn with him, let him know, like, listen, bro, Lakers 2018, we out of here, baby.
Really?
I'm feeling that way. I'm feeling, because if you're LeBron, you don't feel like you could tell Melo, hey, man, listen, we can make this a winning situation without Kyrie. We got D Rose, or, you know what I'm saying, we can still bring in a decent, serviceable point guard. Nah, man, come on. Like, yeah, Bron definitely in his ear, like, listen, bro, Dan Gilbert, he acting a little bit shiesty. He think he runs something, bro. I'm dipping up out of here, man. We going to go play with Lonzo in a couple years.
Wow.
Get on out of there.
Wow.
That LeBronzo.
LeBronzo, I like it, bro. Trademark that.
Hey, I want to buy that, though, to be honest with you. I want to buy that LeBron's leaving. I just don't think he's going to leave.
I think so.
You think so?
Yeah.
I think at the end of the day, he came back to do one thing and he accomplished that, man. So he knows at the end of the day, they can't really hold that man to the fire.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He brought them something that city couldn't do in any sport for a hell of a long time. So
yeah,
how you gonna burn that man jersey? You know,
he'll do it again. And that's the thing too. I think he hasn't forgot that either. You
Man,
know?
I think if he dip again, people understand this time. They'll be like, yeah, all right, whatever. I feel you. I mean, he won the chip. Like, what more you want from the man?
Yeah, man. They going to be happy for that for the next, I don't know, 100 years. Because I don't know, when Cleveland, y'all better hope them Indians do something.
Right. Make some shake.
They got close a couple years, and we know the Browns are never going to win anything. So
yeah, man.
He definitely did it, man. He changed the whole complexity of that city. Yeah.
Get the Browns out
again,
of there.
bro.
Turn them to a college team.
Oh, man.
I'm with you on that.
No, we got the Buckeyes, baby. Y'all keep the Browns up there. We'll need that.
All right, man. So speaking of Kyrie, man, what's the best scenario for this guy? So we heard a lot of trade rumors of him going places or whatever. If I'm Kyrie, if you're Kyrie, where do you want to go? What do you think would be the best situation?
Timberwolves.
Timberwolves?
Off top.
Yeah.
Ooh.
If they don't have to give up nothing, man, they'd be a contender with Kyrie. Like, I mean, they're already on the cusp with Jimmy Butler going out there.
Contender now.
Yeah.
Nah, because, I mean, you still got to see Golden State, bro. Kevin Durant might be the best player in the league. He's unstoppable.
He was unstoppable last year.
That's a lot of young, long pause talent
in
Minnesota, man. Like, and they athletic. You know what I mean? I think Kyrie, and hear me out, man.
Okay, we're listening.
Let me live.
Hot take.
And I ain't even gonna say this is the number one option, but I think this is a very good option. He should weigh his options about going to the Bucks.
Ooh,
I can see
playing under Jason Kidd,
and
playing with an up and coming Hall of Fame player in the Greek Freak.
Oh,
Antetokounmpo, for sure. Hey, I can see that. I can see that because I mean, Delly out there got all that money,
and not to mention Jabari Parker.
Yeah, he was hurt last year.
Yeah,
but people forget that. As good as they played, he was hurt. Last year.
They had the Rookie of the Year this year in Brogdon. They got some. They got some pieces, man. I'm telling you.
Yeah, they got Henson.
And they got a hell of a coach, man. I like Jason Kidd.
That was you know what I'm saying? That was the sight unseen, bro. I like that. I like that, bro.
That's not even as much of a reach, in my opinion. I thought you were gonna say something like,
he'd go to the Sixers.
Yeah, no, Sixers. No, here we go. See, got it. Sixers are gonna be all right.
Sixers, we can't laugh at the Sixers so much longer. You better
Sixers
get it
ain't
out
gonna be all right, bro. Ben Simmons already won out of there, bro.
No, he don't.
Yes, he does. He's already made it clear that he wants out of there.
Where you mean? Where's he gonna go?
Bro, he want to go out to L.A.
Man,
he want to go out to L.A. too, man.
That monster gonna get out there and play.
He want to get out of there.
For who? For the Clips?
No, he want to go play for the Lakers, bro. He want to go ball up with Lonzo, bro.
They
want to get rid of. He want him to get rid of. They want to get rid of Ingram, and he want to move up to the 2.
Oh, bro. If the Lakers get rid of Ingram,
they're not getting rid of Ingram.
But Ben Simmons, bro, I feel like that's an improvement, bro.
No, you are crazy.
For Simmons, bro.
Simmons is
crazy, bro.
I mean,
first of all, you haven't even seen Simmons
baby LeBron
on the floor. You haven't even
that's
seen
true.
him
That's true. That's
against grown men.
Ingram wasn't all that.
When you seen him playing teenagers and just becoming grown men, he couldn't even make the tournament, bro.
I keep saying that.
Bro, he got baby LeBron kind of vision out there, bro.
Baby LeBron went to the finals.
What Ingram do?
Ingram had
he balled, bro.
He was all right.
Look at his highlights.
He was all right for a bad team, bro.
I seen flashes of Seattle KD.
Oh, come on, bro. I think you going far, bro. You going far.
I'm not playing,
in the preseason, I'm not preseason. Summer League, he looked good. Ingram did. Him and Lonzo had some chemistry.
They had chemistry out there.
Lonzo's gonna make a lot of people around him better too. People don't see that around him. The dude can pass. He's a high basketball IQ. we'll see what happens. But back to Ben Simmons though. Heck no. Keep him on my beloved Sixers, man.
He don't want to be there.
Ben Simmons isn't better than Brandon Ingram, bro.
We'll see.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna say, man, we're gonna have to see. I'm not that high on Brandon Ingram.
Year. And I'm telling you, I was talking to Sean today. Shout out to Sean. He was telling me about we were talking about basketball being like it's successfully been like an all-around sport as of now, all years round sport, I should say, because it's still amongst our conversations. You see how spirited we're getting right now. And I think some of that is masking football. I think football about to get out of here, man.
Football fell off a little bit.
Yeah, because usually even on ESPN they be like, man, this is football season.
Well, that's because we can have. You got to think about it. With football, the conversations that revolve individual players are much rarer than when we're talking about basketball.
That's true.
Right.
Basketball, a lot of the stories are not based on what a team is doing, but what a player is doing.
Yeah,
and often you don't even got to be starting to make the news. You know what I mean? Or be in the headlines. So.
I think the talent level in the NBA right now is at a very, very high level from what we've been seeing in the years past. And the NFL is not really shaking out. Like, I mean, you got a handful of big name stars in the NFL right now. But I mean, besides OBJ, Tom Brady, you know what I'm saying? Maybe Antonio Brown, a couple other cats.
Tom Brady about to be out of there.
Yeah, Tom Brady about to be out of there. Who are we really talking about from the NFL right now?
Yeah. And plus NFL too. Honestly, it doesn't really matter because the Patriots are going to win. It doesn't matter. The Patriots are going to win the Super Bowl. You know. Fast forward that right now.
That old tips and tricks book.
Absolutely. But great point you made, though, about basketball. Basketball is the only sport that you have a direct impact as a player. Yeah. Whereas in football, you could be a good quarterback like Dan Marino was and never got back because the defense sucked.
Yeah. Whereas you could basketball, be a Dan Marino and a kid wouldn't recognize his face.
Absolutely. Absolutely. You're right about that.
Yeah. A kid going to know what Charles Barkley looked like and ain't never seen him play 1 second.
Right.
True.
Right. All right, man. So, yeah, good point, Kay. All right, man. So Kyrie, speaking of Kyrie, was actually hanging out at whose wedding was it? Harrison Barnes. He was Harrison Barnes' wedding, chilling with Steph. Steph's doing the LeBron challenge, mocking LeBron.
Hit the Rolly store with the Rolly on.
Kyrie is showing all his teeth. Laughing, doing a Drake laugh. Showing all his teeth, bro.
Man, how you disrespect LeBron?
Exactly.
First of all, Warriors are full. Just know that, Kyrie. The Warriors are full, bro. You're not going to get signed to the Warriors, bro. They're full.
This is the position y'all are taking, man, because the fact of the matter is, man, you can't expect this man to go to a wedding and be on some BS, man.
No. I'm not saying be on some BS. It's not even a fact. Okay, my thing about it all.
Or just be standing, imagine how awkward it would be if everybody else is laughing and he's
you
the
standing
one guy
face.
standing there.
I'm not saying anything's wrong with it. I'm just saying it can't get out. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Don't record this.
It wasn't like a selfie view.
But Kyrie can't disrespect LeBron, bro. This guy got you. Kyrie wouldn't have a ring without LeBron, bro.
I don't think that's disrespect, bro. That's like if somebody says something or does something about somebody and you happen to be standing there and you laugh at it. That's not you disrespecting somebody, and that's again the factor of trying to keep the straight face when something, that is legitimately funny. What's wrong with you?
Man, hey, he might need to fade to black, bro. Just fade to the background, bro.
Got
a little laugh on in the back.
That might have been the best option, is to just walk off when he seen old boy pull the camera out.
Absolutely. Or even that, just get in front of the camera and talk.
But I'm not gonna. I don't think we should vilify Kyrie for that, man.
Nah. I mean, I didn't think it was that big a deal.
Wasn't. But just in this climate, with him asking for a trade and then all the rumors coming out, and neither one of them, Kyrie or LeBron, come on and said anything about the rumors being fake. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Stephen A. talking about how he's going to beat him on site and all this stuff. I'm like,
man, it's really going down now. LeBron going
to pull up, bro. He pulling up with the chopper now, bro.
Hit the Rolly store.
Oh man, yeah, they got. I don't know, but it's bad for Bron right now. Like we were talking before the pod, Kevin was saying, you got. And the thing that kills me, they keep calling this dude his stepfather. It really was just his mom.
That's his stepfather, bro. You know what I'm saying? Understand?
It was his mom's.
The real Lambo, bro.
Yeah, his mom's work. He basically came out.
Lambo.
Yeah. So
that's LeBron's stepfather, bro.
It's a dude that LeBron's mom was
stepfather, bro.
And he went on vacations with him, whatever.
It's LeBron's stepfather.
It's one of the concubines for his mom.
But hold on. What's the problem with this? Is his mom supposed to be single forever?
No, not at all. But now him and his mom broke up. So now he's talking about, I'm gonna expose you and tell the real story about you. And the latest one, the latest one, he had a story with he had a pic with Khloe Kardashian. Yeah. And then he said he put at Tristan Thompson, I'm out here with your girl. You better tell the real story. Hey, Real Lambo was out. He's out here living. Bro. First of all, the man's name is the Real Lambo. Let's start there, man.
Call into the show, Real Lambo.
Bro, the Real Lambo, he only 3 years older than LeBron.
Right,
that's his stepfather, bro. That hurts. I'm gonna expose you.
Somebody gonna expose him.
That's funny.
Comment, man.
LeBron having a rough summer.
I can't I can't pour no salt on the wound. Hey, LeBron, get through it, man. Hold your head, bro.
Hey, he on the path to a Billy, man. He be all right.
They gonna hate on you. They gonna hate on you. You know what I mean? I'm sure Mount Rushmore has been graffiti, bro. They can't stop this train though.
Right. I just don't like the fact that it's become cool to try to get at the king.
I don't like the fact that his stepfather name was the real Lambo.
Man, I don't like the fact you keep calling him his stepfather.
Come on, man.
Like, bro, that's disrespectful, man. You grown, man. You want me to call you the real Lambo, dog? You got me confused.
What, you gonna call him the fake one?
I'm not calling you Lambo, one, bro.
Hey, if his mama named him, hey.
Oh my!
The real Lambo is funny. That's a funny name.
I'm gonna have to follow this guy.
I followed him.
Yeah.
I'm here for it, man. I want to hear all the jokes, man.
We gotta stop putting shine on the real Lambo. If he out here disrespecting.
Oh, bro, his 15 minutes. He on 14 right now.
He on 14. Yeah, he'll be out of here next week.
Get this guy out of here.
It's Wednesday. Yeah, he'll be out of here by Friday.
Yeah,
he'll be out of here. But yo, man, it's another big news as far as sports wise. So finally, Michael Jordan came out and finally said something about my man LeVar and said he would actually beat LeVar if he played him with one leg. And
this is
crazy.
facts.
I mean, it's a fact. I mean, I can't really say it isn't, but I mean, he poked at it, and then even LeVar came back. I think this big baller brand thing is bigger than we think, man.
I think y'all giving Jordan way too much credit if you talking about he beating anybody on one leg, man.
Bro,
like,
LeVar Ball, bro.
Gave me no free shoes. Hey, send me some free shoes, and I might feel that same way.
Man, LeVar Ball, he done said he better than Gronk already, bro. Like, man, he like, I'll beat down Bruce Lee, bro. Hey. LeVar Ball, man, he the drunk uncle at the cookout,
Absolutely.
Bro.
He's Uncle Rico.
How you know he didn't, though?
Oh.
Man, he didn't, bro. He didn't.
No, he didn't. But I ain't gonna disrespect the GOAT. He probably would still be jumping out the gym with one leg.
One leg, bro. The sky on it. Yeah. Bro, get this leg.
But it's got to be hard to defend somebody in the post with one leg. How you keep your balance?
See, that's what LeVar said. He was just gonna go Nino Brown basketball on him. Just stay dress pants, no socks.
I mean, you gotta be able to dribble though. You gotta be able to dribble, man. Like Jordan was one of the best defenders in the league in his time, bro. How you gonna put the ball on the floor?
How about the fact that LeVar Ball and Michael Jordan's name is in the same sentence?
I love it.
LeVar's successful's done it, man. Yeah. It hasn't been a week that his name is not in the headlines,
bro.
It's ridiculous.
I feel
like he might work for the Trump White House. This guy is in the
bro. He win too much for that.
Right.
He win too much for that.
That is very true. At least we can make sense of him. And as crazy as he is, we cannot make sense of this Trump mess.
Man,
for real. All right, man. So John Jones defeated Daniel Cormier. Cormier was crying at the end. Jones calls out Brock Lesnar.
Yeah.
What do you think about it? I'm happy for John Jones. I'm happy to see him come back and win. You know, I mean, everybody got demons they battle. He came back from his, and he might still be on them demons. I don't know.
I'm glad to see he's still a beast out here, man.
He
he was looking a little rusty. I shouldn't say that because Cormier is a very good fighter, and he was the champ. So, he was deserving of going in there and being competition to John Jones. But, I mean, when it's all said and done, man, like, Jones just got too many moves, man. His style is impregnable. You know what I'm saying? You can't do nothing with it, man. You know what I'm saying? You can't do nothing with him, man. He get in there, he get to work. And now Cormier crying at the end. Now that was funny. He might replace the Jordan cry face.
Yeah, that face.
That was hilarious.
That was.
There we go. Wow, there we go, man. We got the thumbnail right there.
The crying Cormier.
Yeah, we need that crying Cormier. Yeah. There you go.
He had that like mom flicked you in your forehead and told you to stop crying.
Right.
He was trying to keep it in, but he just let it out.
Man, he said, man, listen, you lose twice, man. There ain't no rivalry. I'm glad you kept it real with yourself, my man. I respect that.
So the post fight was definitely funny, but how you guys feel about the actual fight?
I'll be honest with you, I didn't see 1 second.
It didn't even get fight of the night.
Really?
Nah.
No.
What was fight of the night?
One of the
undercards. Okay.
But it didn't even get fight of the night. I didn't think it was bad, but for all of the bad blood and all of the, you know what I mean, the anticipation and then the initial fight, how that ended up going, and then the second fight ended up, not happening initially. I feel like that was a lot of build up for something that was very lackluster given the participants involved.
I feel like they were both playing it safe. I think that was really the biggest thing was the, John Jones was really trying to find his legs again in the ring, make sure that he was cool. Cormier knew what John Jones could do, so he was trying to keep his distance. I mean, if you really look, Cormier's fighting style, bro, is to take it to the ground and try to wrestle with you, man. He couldn't get those takedowns on John Jones, and once he realized that wasn't going to happen, he really didn't have an answer anymore for him. So he just out there just trying not to get knocked out, which, it only lasts for so long,
Did he go the distance, though?
No, it went to round 3 and then head kick, knockout after that.
It's kind of crazy how I can say the fight was lackluster and it ended in a
knockout.
That's really how I feel. I just feel like up to that point, it just was a lot of, that uncomfortable to look at grappling.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. A lot of stuffs.
Yeah. Guys in biker shorts grabbing. So.
Yeah.
All right, man.
Oiled up.
Playing grab ass in the park.
There you go. He said it.
Come on, Dana White. Stop oiling these guys up.
Yeah, man. Is that for ratings? Like, come on, man. Like,
come on, man.
Y'all got girls trip, man. Give them that. I don't want put some some loose with some Jordan shorts on them or something, man. Like
they tripping.
Especially Brock Lesnar. This guy.
Yeah. But last one I actually paid attention to, Brock Lesnar took a beating, man. For a while, he got his orbital bone broke and everything.
Yeah.
He took a bad one. I'm thinking the cat that big. If I see a cat like Brock Lesnar, I'm shooting him.
I mean, he fighting guys the same size though, so hey, it's fair fight out there.
So do you guys think John Jones can actually compete with Brock Lesnar?
I think styles make fights, so I think John Jones could, but I mean, he had to be very, very careful because all it takes is one bear hug, and that's what I'm saying, and it'd be a wrap for him. But I definitely think John Jones, he's tall enough, he's lengthy enough that he could be able to compete, and his style is so unorthodox. I think that he could really hit Brock Lesnar with some shots that he wouldn't anticipate or he wouldn't see coming. He definitely wouldn't, be a style of fight that he's used to. So John Jones would have a chance, but would I take him in that fight? I don't know.
Man, Brock Lesnar, all he needs is the hair down his chest like Zangief, man. That man.
He's his little cousin.
He does.
So are we in the era of the super fights? And if so, how do we feel about that, man?
UFC, I'll be honest, man, I don't really be following UFC all like that. I like John Jones, but I don't really get down with it because it'd be like a fight every weekend. Yeah. So like it don't give me time to really build up to really anticipate somebody fighting. Last time I really got into it was when Shamrock used to fight, and then that's when the games start coming
dating
out.
yourself, bro.
Yeah, absolutely. Hey, I'm culture, man.
I remember Shamrock in WWF.
Right.
Yeah. He was on that WWE.
Throwing that F on it, dated myself, I'm sure.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But that's what I remember.
Absolutely. So we'll see what happens, man. I'll be there for it. I'll fire stick it.
Bro, they need to bring back WWF, man. Don't nobody care about the World Wildlife Federation, bro. Get that out of here, bro.
How they just force him to do it?
Right. How you just strong arm
Vince, I thought you was a boss.
Right.
I thought you was a boss, Vince. You losing to the Pandas.
Hey, I don't want them
Now it's just WW. Get out of here with
Vince. I don't want them issues, Vince. So listen, dope music we've been listening to. So we were talking about this earlier, and Kay brung up Jaden Smith, which I personally heard the Batman track, but I gotta give you some virtual dap up here because I went and checked out the other tracks. Man, this dude got the sauce, man.
He's saucy.
Yeah. Besides that, I listened to that project today. What's it called? Let me pull it up here. What's this dude's name? His name is. It just came out this week. Amine, Amine.
Yeah.
And his project was actually,
I think.
Amine
or something.
Yeah,
something like that.
It was actually pretty good. It was actually pretty good. He sounds like the fourth member of the Migos a little bit, but he can rap though. He actually is rapping a little bit, but it's not really just auto-tuned or anything like that. He actually can go, but he seems more melodic, like he's singing and he's rapping, but not on like a Drake-ish vibe. Like he's not getting moody with the singing, kind of like upbeat, happy-go-lucky stuff. But that's my little hidden gem of the week, man. I actually found him. I thought it was all right.
I feel it.
Should
we listen to K?
I just put the Champagne Files in rotation. Shout out to Currency.
Okay.
This guy works hard, man.
Absolutely.
This guy works hard, and he is delivering. That project is dope. It's a Jackin' for Beats project, but he picked some hidden gems and some hot stuff out there to redo.
Was it on Dat Piff?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm about to get that one.
Yeah, I thought that was pretty fire, man. So shout out to the hospital.
He don't get enough credit, though.
He definitely doesn't.
He doesn't, man.
I feel like for the people that know, they know that Currency got that product.
I feel like even the people that know are starting to become frustrated with the mainstream, like for not accepting Spitter.
Yeah,
I feel you on that.
Yeah.
But do he really want to be mainstream, bro? Like he always struck me as an artist that he loved his little pocket in the underground.
I think like that pocket has become so large that it should be mainstream. I don't think he should change to anything that the mainstream is doing, but I feel like his underground following is big enough to be considered mainstream, but the powers that be aren't really showing him the love.
I feel that.
Yeah, the push is behind Chance right now.
Oh, crazy.
Yeah, absolutely.
What do you think about Chance, Kev?
I'm gonna be honest. Kev tried to put me up on Chance over, probably 2 years ago, man. And I've dibbled and dabbled, you know what I mean, in his music. I really haven't gotten anything that has stuck with me.
Me neither. Acid Rap was his best work to me.
I would say like Acid Rap was fire to me. I didn't think that Coloring Book was that great.
No, me neither. I'm not knocking him for his push right now, and I know a lot of the kids like him because he does speak positivity. And he has a good vibe going with it, but
he's not whack either.
No, he's not.
It's just something that it just hasn't resonated with me, I guess.
Yeah,
hey, that's how I go.
Yeah. What about you, Kev? What you noticed?
Man, it was an album that we actually started checking out a couple weeks ago, man. But has been in constant rotation for me. Is that Toro y Moi, man?
Okay.
I've been loving that album, man. Any of my guys who like that chill wave kind of vibe, man, I definitely think that you'll like this.
If you
album.
need a nap, put it on. Seriously, I mean, it's
but man, Chaz, he been on his thing, man. I've been listening to him for probably about 7 years now, since about 2010, 2011. Okay. And I definitely feel like this is one of the better albums he's put out in the past 2 or 3 years. The last 2 albums I was kind of hit or miss on. They had more of a poppy sound to them, where this one, he drew it all the way back, man. Just went completely ethereal in the sound. Very moody, dramatic on here, man. Had almost kind of like an 80s pop vibe to it, too. I really like that project, man. It's been sticking with me.
Okay, no doubt. All right, man. So we got a battle of the songs. We got No Flocking versus Bodak Yellow. And at first, when we was talking about this in the chat, we kind of going back and forth about it. I didn't think they even sounded alike because I had forgot No Flocking by you.
Right.
And I went listen to him like, dang, that's a straight ripoff. Yeah. I know she did it on purpose, right?
Right.
Yeah, I mean that's why she named the song what she did. So
it
was what it was.
I get it, man. But yeah, Cardi B is hot, man. She's a flame. Yeah. I like Cardi B.
I'm surprised to see her, you know what I'm saying, kind of stepping up to prominence. I listened to that last mixtape. I thought it was decent. So, I got no problem with it. But No Flocking, she ain't on that No Flocking wave yet.
I think if we're comparing them, I think it was so wise of her. If she recorded this, back when that wave was, first riding, it was a very smart thing to keep it in the tuck, man. If not, then, you know what I mean, shout out to her for picking up on a real catchy flow, doing her thing. But you always got to pay homage to the originator, man. If we're comparing them,
yeah, no doubt.
No Flocking definitely goes harder, and he was going in that video. You know what I mean?
Hey, yo, I rock with the Finesse Kid, man. That Painting Pictures album, at first, like, he's so monotone sometimes it's hard to kind of get into him. But, like, when you really listen to him, man, Kodak be talking about some stuff.
He do.
He remind me of a young Weezy.
A little bit. I can see where you get
matter,
that.
And actually, like, just the slang.
Yeah.
You know what? I can accept that being him, I should say, being like a young Weezy versus then these other guys we compare him to, like Young Thug and some of the other guys we say is like a young Weezy, because, man, their antics get on my nerves. I know we talked about it during the chat earlier today, but like it seems to me like a lot of these artists is like their antics take over the music. I don't even know this XXX dude. I don't know what he's popular for other than getting super dragon punched on stage.
And I also seen him get thrown into a gate or something.
Exactly.
Like, I haven't heard any of his music though.
Exactly. Right. That's what I'm saying. You don't know his music, but you've seen these antics go on.
That look at me is fire. Like that look at me is fire. Hey, the rest of his music
is that him?
Yeah, that look at me is absolutely fire.
Is that a project or a song?
No, just one song, bro. But it was absolutely on fire, man. That's what they said Drake was stealing his flow from for KMT.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he killed that
too.
He bodied that. I got to give him his credit. After that, man, the rest of his stuff been kind of garbage.
Even the Young Thug dude, man. I mean, we reviewed his album, but
I rock with Thugger sometimes.
Hold on, man.
I don't know.
Are we still not accepting Young Thug?
It's not about accepting him. It's a matter of
fact, just giving him his credit, man.
No, I'm not. It's not about giving him his credit. I don't think he's not talented. I've seen it like on his feature on Travis Scott's album, or even his last project. We reviewed it. It was actually decent. But why is he put on a purse? Why is he wearing girls' dresses to get attention? Like, my thing is just put the music out. We'll appreciate it and go from there.
Okay, so what did you think when Andre 3000 did it?
See, Andre 3000 did he wear a purse?
He wore man. Come on, man.
But see, Andre
I can't tell you for a fact he wore a purse, but I know he wore some questionable stuff.
He did.
And I just want to know how you felt about that.
The difference between the two is Andre 3000's music was impeccable. He gave his love below.
So what? So you're saying Thug is not making good music?
No, I'm not saying he's not making good music. I'm saying he doesn't need to do all that. He doesn't need to wear a purse. Like, that's clearly a girl thing. He's clearly like, I'm not even saying
what
like
about Prince?
Nah, see, you saying about guys who can. Prince can wear anything. Prince wear purple.
That's what
heels.
I'm saying. So if this man puts himself on that pedestal, and he obviously isn't a vet yet, but if he's already in his mind there, you got to give that man time. And really, if you asking me, he's on a trajectory, man.
I don't
He's
see that
putting up. He's putting up some dope stuff, man. I just read an article where 3K saluted him and said that Thug is inspiring him.
Really?
So yeah.
See, that's the thing. A difference between all the artists that you just named, the 3K and Prince. Those are like greats.
They all not always though. They were at one point the new guy in the game.
They were the new guy, but how long has Thug been around now? We're trying to think, like, what, 5?
Yeah,
maybe?
I can't say I've been on Thug's wave since I got hip to Thug when he did the Rich Gang, the tour.
Mm-hmm.
And then I actually heard him on Rich Homie Quan's album or mixtape.
Mm-hmm.
And then I started kind of listening to what he had going on, and I feel like he's definitely progressed. But what he can do with melodies and he's not mumbling like you
definitely do something different than what everybody else is offering.
You got to give that man
sure.
props for that, because it's, to quote what 3K said in this article, to do the stuff he's doing takes some big fucking balls.
Yeah. I mean, I give him credit for that.
Quote.
I give him credit. Like Uzi Vert, it's kind of like the same thing, right? He's got, he's wearing the blouses, or just being him, I should say. And like, to me, I think Uzi's probably making better music. He hasn't put a project out yet, but the features that he's been on, I at least can make out what he's saying. I don't even know what Young Thug is saying half the time.
That's you have to listen. It's the same thing if you're from New York and you go down to Atlanta. The first day you're down there, you ain't gonna understand what everybody's saying. It's gonna take time. You gotta listen to Thug and kind of get to understand his cadence and his dialect.
All right, so I'm not gonna put him in a full ball of wax that I'm putting this XXX dude in. I'll take that back.
I haven't even heard that guy's voice.
Exactly. So even at least Thug is putting music out. He's giving us something to rate, to listen to. But a lot of these guys, I don't get what they're even. Some of these guys like Ugly God, and they're putting out singles.
Hey, listen, man, you ain't gonna slander Ugly God neither, bro. That water was sweet.
It was okay.
That water was sweet. No, that's hate if you ain't like water, bro. He swagged all over that. I ain't saying everything he do is sweet, but that water was dope.
It was all right. I rock with it. But yeah, so that's what I had to say about that. So listen, so Vic Mensa and Rock Nation, man. So we were talking about this earlier in the chat as well about his album, the project that came out, and we all were talking about we liked it. Kay was really feeling it. Yeah.
I liked it. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed the project. I feel like, and this is my introduction to Vince Staples, so just full disclosure, I haven't listened, or I'm sorry, Vince Staples, and it's funny because I was going to say something to compare their albums.
Okay.
But Vic Mensa, I'm sorry. This was my introduction to Vic Mensa. So I was going in knowing a little bit about what he stood for more so than what he was doing on the musical side.
Okay.
And I respected that, so that actually made me want to check out the music. So when I listened, I hear a lot of substance. I hear a lot of I don't want to say J. Cole, but just as far as delivery, it's very Cole-esque. So I don't know if that's a Rock Nation thing that they got going on over there. Production-wise, it wasn't Dreamville, but I think they did really well on the production, whoever A&R'd that. And a wide spectrum of content. He talks about his depression. He talks about
that was big.
What's going on in the African American community. He talked about relationships. He talked about a lot what inspires him. I didn't really hear anything that sounded like he was trying to compromise and go for the radio.
You ain't think so, man?
No, I think
come on, that Rage record, bro. That sounds like that belonged on a soundtrack, bro. Like he was literally trying to make something for Fast and Furious.
I'm saying radio. Oh, is it on the Fast and Furious?
No, but it sounded like that's what he was aiming for.
I mean, I feel
Is that
like
the Rock one?
I feel like
it's the bonus track.
I feel like, for one, if that was made for the radio, it's not the stations I'm listening to.
Right.
And two, I feel like just knowing his influences and what he said he grew up on, like he, prior to even being a hip hop fan, was more so a punk fan. Weezer is on the album. I really thought that was dope to put Weezer on the home record joint. So I mean, you got to just take that into account. Like this guy, he listens to Weezer. I don't think he was necessarily compromising, but I think that's who he really is.
He definitely was on his rock star wave.
Yeah.
I'm thinking one of the choruses he talked about that. Like, And you
shout out to Weezer too.
You can see that all through the project. Yeah.
I ain't gonna go too far into that, man. We're gonna review that album, and I'll say my thoughts for it. But man, the second side of this that topic, man, was the Rock Nation lineup. Yeah. And one of y'all made a really good point about man, Rock Nation. They really stepped their roster up, man. Their roster is really starting to flesh itself out. Yeah. And there's a lot of talent over there, man. I couldn't see the vision for a while, man. It felt like Hov was putting out a lot of duds. But now I'm starting to see it, man. Like, he's really bringing it together. I really think that bringing Jaden up, really starting to push him towards the forefront. I would really love to hear a project from him, man, because I think that he's snapping. He's got something special right now.
He's heating up, man.
Yeah. Absolutely. I think he's making special. He's making something special. He's not sounding like anybody else, not sounding like anything else. Maybe a little bit of Kid Cudi influence, but hey, listen, I love it. I would love to get old Cudi back.
Before the drugs.
Yeah. Before the speeding bullet to hell. I would love to get more of that sound, so I'm really looking forward to what Jaden's got as far as his output. So I think Hov has got a vision with Rock Nation. I think that they're moving in the right direction.
Yeah,
for sure.
Absolutely.
I agree.
I wonder. I mean, as far as we know they're doing something right over there, and you listen to 444. He's telling people not to sign with labels, like basically betting on himself. So I wonder if that's what he's pushing over there, because you think even Jim Jones came crawling back to get a management
locks,
deal.
You know what I mean? So whatever they're doing, whatever they're talking over there, is a lot more artist friendly. Clearly,
absolutely.
What you should expect, coming from Hov.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, man. So, Irv Gotti's Tales, is it good for the culture?
I think so.
You think so?
You have to speak on it, bro. I haven't seen it yet.
I haven't seen it either. So you gotta school me as well.
I'm not gonna do any spoilers. I'm just gonna speak generally. I'm gonna speak generally. I'm gonna say, I think it's good to have something like this. I think it could be even transcendent for the culture, to where these things are thought of in advance.
Okay.
And it might actually change the way we're receiving music. It may change, the way people are making music. But for what he's doing right now with the nostalgia, going back and getting some old records, even getting some new records, and turning these into full-fledged productions, I think that that's raising the profile. It's elevating the profile of our culture, hip hop culture, which they didn't want to even put us on TV at the Grammys type thing. So I feel like that in itself is really opening a door. And I don't really think that this is opening the door. I think really NWA and Straight Outta Compton kicked the door down with that movie and the way it was successful.
A superhero movie.
But I think this is kind of the love child of that production, and an offspring of that.
Gotcha.
I feel that.
I think as long as the people running it and pulling the strings are from the culture and have an understanding, I think that this can be awesome for the culture, man.
If my understanding of the show or the premise of the show is correct, man, I definitely think that'd be a good idea. My understanding is that he's really trying to take these songs, especially songs that had very powerful impact or have very deep stories, and really trying to flesh those stories out and put them on on big screen. And if that's the case of what he's trying to do with this series, I think it's absolutely brilliant. I think that speaks to the brilliance that's been in hip hop since the inception, and really putting a spotlight on how talented these poets are. Really fleshing out these stories, putting it, giving you a visual to go with it, more so than what a music video may be able to. What I would really love to see him do is maybe even put some of Lupe's music together like that, because greatest storyteller as he is, that would be
that
dope.
Story that you broke down to me, because I didn't listen to a lot of the Lupe albums coming up. Even the story about the Cool and breaking all that away down, that would be completely dope, because then it would breathe life back into what is definitely classic music to people. Go back and check those projects out. So I think that'd be sweet as well. But we'll see what happens, man. I mean, I know Irv, once again, another Rock Nation thing too. He got the Jay push on that. Jay went into the meeting with him to close the deal, and they gave him more episodes because of that. But
when Jay pushed the button,
absolutely,
right. It's a launch. It's a go.
Absolutely. And I think footnotes of all the albums, or the songs that came out on 444. Y'all been watching those?
I have. Yeah. I haven't seen all of them, but
I haven't seen Adness yet.
Yeah, I haven't seen the last two.
Adness is good. And you need to check that one out. That one's good. Y'all check that out. But I love that. Just bring those up. All right, man. So last thing we had on here. So listen, we gotta talk about your boy, man. Y'all's president,
celebrity in chief.
Listen, man. Everybody talk about Barack Obama getting president. Like every black kid, I could be president. No, this dude right here being president should give hope to anybody that wants to be president, because you can do it.
Hov could definitely be president.
Absolutely.
I think by 2020, Hov could be the president for sure.
Kanye.
At this point, bro, I wouldn't be surprised if we seen ODB come back from the grave and win the election, bro. Like, it's getting real bad out here, man.
Trying to make sense of all this that's going on. He's like, you can't.
It's like a circus in the White House right now.
Yes,
man.
every
it's
day
a reality
something
show
new.
in there.
So
It is.
Do you guys? Because I feel like I'm starting to catch on to what they're doing. So here's conspiracy K. So
Here we go.
what I think they're doing on a blanket general bird's eye view, I see the whole thing with Russia really gaining steam. I can't even say gaining steam.
It's there.
The train has arrived.
Absolutely.
Like, it's full speed at the location. These guys have been caught red-handed doing some stuff, man, and it seems like rather than any type of anything happening, they're putting out just crazy stuff every day, twice a day to kind of get it off people's mind, man.
Firing people within 10 days. I mean,
they're doing
like,
crazy stuff, man, to steal those
distractions.
headlines.
Yeah.
But I just hope people don't forget the fact that, before they decided they wanted to steal the headlines, that, we have a Russian influence in the White House right now.
There you
So
go.
Absolutely.
we can't keep ignoring that.
At all.
After I finished House of Cards season 4, though, I mean, or last season, whatever it is, 4 or 5, whatever it was, that definitely is another indication, man. Like that, they're getting this writing from somewhere. House of Cards had a lot of the stuff that's going on right now.
Yeah.
Right.
So I think that it's not a coincidence that's going on either.
Yeah, man.
You know,
it's been sad, but it's entertaining.
absolutely.
Yeah, it's super entertaining. Like, I find myself laughing about it regularly.
Like,
I cannot believe this guy said this out loud.
Bro,
Absolutely.
he be getting up 6 a.m. just tweeting, bro. Chrissy Teigen, I'm blocking you. It's over for you. Like, bro, you were the most powerful man in the world. You blocking Chrissy Teigen. You off the chain.
Absolutely.
Right.
Then something he don't want to talk about. He said that's fake news.
Yeah.
Get it out of
Bruh,
here.
he next level with it, man.
Yeah,
This
he's
guy
petty.
said we've been dealing with Obamacare for 17 years
Kobe feet.
with a straight face.
It was cracking me up. Those people voted for this cat and like use Obamacare. So when it gets taken away, they're like, "Oh man, I didn't
Tommy
know."
Lauren.
Yeah, like
I don't get the people that voted for this cat. Where are you now?
Bruce Jenner, bro.
Where are you now?
Grandma Pa.
Yeah.
She out here upset, very upset now. Like, man, I know I voted for him, but I hate him.
She's salty. She's like, I was thinking about going to the army.
That was my next move. Oh, that's
I'm
funny.
an athlete.
Oh, man, we having too much fun, man. We about to get in trouble, man. Wrap it up. Wrap it up, B.
So that's all I had, man. Y'all got anything else?
That's it, man. I'm good.
Yo, Games Music Life Podcast, episode 83 in the books, man.
Yes.
I'm your resident gamer, Nadir.
Cal Kev.
Hey, Lamar.
Cool guy, man. But yo, we're Games Music Life, man. Drink more water, people.
Peace.
Peace.